Hey guys, Sandy here, and welcome to Follow a Sketch Friday for Friday, April 3rd. I went ahead and pulled out some products. I have a Fancy Pants paper. I have this paper, which I'm not sure where it came from because the strip is off of it. This is from Chamel's Go Now Go paper pad, and this is a nice blast from the past Chatterbox scrapbook walls. No idea how old it is because the date wasn't on there, but it's old. I also pulled in one doily, my Target Flair from Scrap and Happy Studio, because I am scrapbooking two photos from Black Friday last year. And I am using this sketch. It is on my Follow a Sketch Friday Pinterest board, which I will leave a link down below. The sketch is by Laura Whitaker. So let's see what I can do. Now, I accidentally didn't record all of this process, but here we go. So I cut out some strips and I actually pulled in two doilies instead of just kind of like the one that was represented in the sketch. I decided to pull in a Hello die that I have. This is from Brutus Monroe. I'm just running it through my Cuttlebug because, as you guys can see, I have not replaced this little guy yet. What are those? The little plastic shims. I don't forget what they're called. Plates. The plates, I have one that's like really broken and these are really worn out. And I think I know what machine I want to get, but haven't done it yet. So I just die cut that out of some dark green cardstock, and now I'm just pulling out my little wood veneer container. I'm going through the leaf section because the paper that I chose has a bunch of leaves on it because this is on Black Friday. So I just figured, you know, it was autumn time, fall, leaves are in the air. It was completely appropriate. I pop out the little insides of the Hello, and then I was thinking while I was doing that the insides of the L would be perfect petals for a flower. That just ran through my mind. So I go through my stickers. I grab some tile alphabet stickers to be paired with the Hello. I grabbed this Bo Bunny sheet because of the yellow scalloped piece, and then I pulled out my washi, what are they called? Washi strip stickers that I got on clearance at Target because I had already owned them once and used them all, and I figured, you know what, it's time to own them again. I can use them again. So I'm putting in the doilies. I did add it up to that top corner just because I felt like it needed something up there. It needed that little bit of softness. This blue strip right here is from Fancy Pants, and I know that it kind of looks like the strip is not straight, but that's just the printing on the paper. So I have a little bit of trouble with this yellow scallop. So it's just trying to figure out where exactly I want to place it. And I cut off a couple of the scallops because I think that like this is where I want it to be. And then ultimately I realized that I need one more of the scallops off to really get it placed where I need it to be. The good thing is that I did not have a whole bunch of adhesive down underneath of the leaf paper. So it's easy to just tuck in the scallop underneath of it because, as you guys know, I am a top-down scrapbooker. I do add a little bit of extra adhesive now, though, to get it to stick down there. And I'm liking the way that this is. I'm figuring that the Hello is going to go over top of the doily, just like it is in the sketch. And then I was kind of like figuring out where the next couple lines of the title were going to go. Now, these Target epoxy flares from Scrap and Happy Studio are amazing. I knew as soon as I saw them that they were going to have to be in my life because I do scrapbook a lot of Target. It's kind of weird because this job, I definitely scrapbook more about this job than I have in any other job. It's kind of weird. But there we go. I'm just trying to figure out which leaves I like and where I want to kind of tuck things in and make them look good. I figure up at the top here, I need to add something. There's just a big expanse there, and sticking a little flare or something is not enough. Ultimately, I decide that I need to add another strip of paper. I believe the sketch has a couple strips, and I decide to go with this floral pattern because the colors are a good match. Like, it has the blue, it has the orange and the green, and it brings in a little pink, and I'm okay with bringing in a little pink. I'm definitely not opposed to it. However, these are washi stickers, so they're kind of translucent. You can see just a little bit through them. So I decide to layer it up on that Fancy Pants blue paper. I mean, the main background of the washi tape is blue and the paper's blue, so you know, it all works together. You know what I'm saying? I go ahead and use my trimmer, and I have been using the Creative Memories trimmer recently. Not for any reason other than I had a pile of stuff on my tonic guillotine trimmer and I was too lazy to move it. So that's why I've been using that one. But never fear. I have cleared off that pile and we are good to go with using that trimmer now. I know you guys were super concerned about my trimmer. So now I have that layered on there, and it kind of reads almost like it's just one big thick blue paper, and I'm okay with that. Like, I don't necessarily need you to have the 6 different kinds of paper there. It doesn't, like, I don't need it. Now I have these wood grain labels, and these are pretty old, and they're from Michaels. They're the Recollections brand. I've had them forever. So I just decide to put it up here at the top, and then every time you see me move my fingers like that, it's because I'm picturing text or something across it. So like you saw me do it underneath the hello, and you see me do it over here on the label, because just moving my finger across, like, I can visualize a line and where it's going to be a lot better than just looking at it. Like, I can look at something and be like, yeah, but as soon as I put my finger there, like, it's like magic in my brain, and everything just matches up. So I pulled out these word phrases, and they are planner word phrases. There's a whole lot of talking about planning. So I'm just trying to figure out which phrases will work. So I have things like hope for the best, plan for the worst, a jeans kind of day, because we wear jeans now at work. And the top one says something like get stuff done or something like that. So I'm just using my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive to put down the wood veneer and also my die cut. However, I do use my ATG on the Scrap and Happy Studio epoxy flare because right on the packaging it says use dry adhesive. So I'm going to do what she asks us to do and use the dry adhesive. Now, this hello it's not like a delicate die cut, but it is kind of thin. So I just want it to kind of like beef up this area. So I'm putting probably a little bit more embellishment on here than I maybe normally would. But that's okay. Like, I don't know. Is it more? I don't know. See, that's the thing. Because I'm a more is more kind of girl. And now that I'm looking at this layout completed, like, I don't think it really is a more is more layout. Like, there's not a lot going on. But, you know, that's okay. So I am using these authentic tile stickers to spell out Black Friday. Technically, we started work on Thanksgiving night, but we still call it Black Friday. And I am using the V's as upside down A's. I'm using the V's as an upside down A. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Just because I'm trying to like ration the A's because I have completely used up the A's on the first sticker sheet, and I don't want to use them all up on the second sticker sheet and still have a whole bunch of letters left besides A. So doing the V upside down works. I do that with like foam thickers and stuff like that too. So I just get that all situated where it says hello Black Friday, and that is going to be that. And then I am going to also, of course, add a little bit more adhesive. And then I'm going to take the numbers 2019 and put that up as well. I was going to put it underneath a Friday, but ultimately I decided I didn't want it under there. I don't know why. Right now I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, why didn't you just put 2019 underneath of it? But whatever. We have it up at the top. I do pull out some of these simple stories. They call them new brads. I don't even know if they still make these. Like, do they still put these out with their collections? I'm not sure. But basically they are an epoxy with like a metal surround. I do layer up these two wood veneer pieces. One is a leaf and one has some words on it, but I don't remember what the words say and I can't see it right now. So I add a couple more of the Simple Stories brads down. Just trying to figure out like where I want the stuff to go and where I think it looks the best. Ultimately, I liked it kind of underneath of that label curve. And then I add some of these Bow Bunny candy dots in the white color. And I'm just kind of like sprinkling them around so that there are a couple in the clusters. Because I really only have two clusters, one at the title and one up at the top. And then I do add my journaling. So I actually have a lot to say about this layout and the whole situation, and how on Black Friday I ran the back of the store, which was toys and seasonal. And then I also kind of took over electronics while I was back there. And like my area was just, it just ran so smoothly and so well. And my team was prepared and they were knowledgeable. And like we replenished, like everything was great. So I'm just talking about that, which is pretty cool, right? And then this was funny that I did this layout because I got my review today and it talked about how great I ran Black Friday. So there is that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys again real soon for another video. And then remember, next Friday will be another Follow a Sketch Friday. See you guys soon.